Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Grayboardgamer here with the beginning of my playthrough of Tiny Epic Zombies from Gamelin Games. The first player will be the Survivalist, which is the aqua or bluish green colored meeple. And just as a reminder of his special ability, at the end of your move, you may pay 1 ammo to collect 1 search card from your store, even if there are still zombies in it. Right now there are no search cards out, so that is not very useful yet. When a player takes a turn, during their turn, they must move 3 times. It's not optional, you have to move 3 times. And each time you move, you could potentially do one or all of these. A, kill 1 zombie. B, use a room's ability and or interact with a token. C, collect items. And remember, we cannot interact with tokens or collect items as long as there are zombies in the store. With the exception of the Survivalist's ability. Survivalist can collect a search card if he expends an ammo, even with zombies there. Each move will take you into another room. The courtyard here has this large central room, plus it has 4 small rooms on either side of it. Doors or openings in walls are not necessary to move through them. The rulebook states that there's holes that have been punched through walls and damage to the building that allows you to move even if you don't see a visible door or hole in that wall. In order to move from one room to another going through walls, those 2 walls have to line up and touch each other. For example, and this doesn't count as a move, if I was here already and I wanted to move into this building, you could see that this room has these little angled areas, which means this whole side of this card is able to be moved through. This one room here and this room here are both available for me to move into because even though it's a small piece, it does share a little bit of that wall. I could not move up here into this corner store because there's that empty space there. And I have to decide what I'm going to go after. Do I want to start going after the helicopter parts, try and save someone stranded, or investigate the source of the outbreak? Right now there's only 1 zombie in each store, so if I take that zombie out, that clears the store and allows me to interact with tokens and use the abilities in the store. I think going up here is the best choice because I have one of the tokens for investigate the source and one of the tokens for save the stranded available there, and I can get there in 3 moves. So we'll do that. I'll move in this direction to go for those tokens, and I'll move 1, and at this time I could kill 1 zombie if I had any in range, and to be in range it would have to be in the same room as me if it was a melee attack, or in an adjacent room if I wanted to do a ranged attack and use ammo. In this case, I'm going to move again into parking deck Z. And now I am in an adjacent room to this zombie here. These 2 rooms share a wall, so I could fire a round into there, and I will. And when you fire a round, you just move your ammo token down 1. You have to be careful because if your health token and ammo token meet up on a spot or pass each other, the next character is eaten alive and is killed. So you have to know how much ammo you use and how much health you have available. I fired off the round, the zombie is killed, and I can use the ability that's in that room. It may be a little difficult to see, but there's a little, almost like a street sign with a running person on it. That is a running ability, which means you can use it and then continue on about your turn. If it's a stop sign, then your turn would end if you use it. In this case, I'll use that to gain 1 ammo and then I'll continue my turn. Taking my ammo back to 9. And remember, I could only use this ability here because there are no zombies in my store. Not just in the room, but none in the store. And then I'll use my third and final move to move into the room with those 2 tokens, which means I can expose this one. And it is the book symbol, which is dark, so we know that dark magic did not cause the outbreak. And I can go ahead and interact with that token there, hoping that it's a survivor or a stranded person. And it is not. It is zombie token. which is bad news for me, which means I will add one zombie to that room that I'm in, which causes me to be overrun. When you are overrun, you immediately take a wound, so our health will move one to the right. And on the next turn, I must out of the room that I'm in, which may sound kind of odd because I said you must move 3 times, which means I would have to move out of that room anyway, but there are some scenarios that allow you to swap your move out for one of the actions on the scenario where you don't move. So in this case, if I had one of those scenarios, it would not be an option because I would have to at least move out of that room first. The Survivalist has used all 3 of his moves, so he's going to stop right there, and we are going to check for noise. And we do that by now revealing the search card that we placed next to the Survivalist. So we'll turn this over, and we'll see that it is the golf club. And we'll put this in the search spot for that store, but the main thing we're looking at here is this symbol. Does it match the store that we're in? In this case, it does not. We have that purple door symbol there instead of the broken orange window. So we'll place the golf club here in the search area. Now it's available for someone to take. I can't take it now because my turn is over. Plus there are zombies in the building anyway. If it was the end of my move, I could pay 1 ammo to collect a search card anyway, but I've already gone past that into the revealing of the search card, so I could not do that this turn. I almost forgot that when our player is overrun, which we were, they must perform a drop check. You have to roll the melee die. If one of those wounds is rolled, the player must drop 1 weapon or backpack item they are carrying in their current store. Since it would not change anything because I'm carrying nothing yet, I'm not going to do it this time. Back to the search card, it did not match the symbol of the store I'm in. It had that orange broken window. When it does not match the symbol, you're going to add 1 zombie in each store, which will be 2 of them, that match that symbol. If it did match, we would add 2 zombies in each store that match that symbol. So in this case, we're going to add 1 in each of the 2 orange stores, here in Horde's Collectibles and Amps Electronics. And you add the zombies to the lowest open zone. And you can see those green numbers in the boxes, 1, 2, and 3. There's a zombie already in 1. So the next one will go in 2. Likewise here in Amps Electronics, we already have a zombie in 1. So we'll add 1 in 2. And finally, we'll draw a new search card. We will not look at it, and we'll place it next to our character for the next time that character ends their turn. They can reveal this search card. Next up, we have our farmer, which is our orange meeple. And our farmer's special ability is Country Tough. When you are overrun, immediately roll the melee die. You do not take a wound if you roll one of the wound symbols. So that makes a farmer pretty formidable. We definitely know that this token is a person that we can use for saving one of the stranded. And we have our helicopter part over here. I can get here in 3 moves, so I'll do that so we can mark off 1 on that task. So I'm going to move 1 into the outer part of the courtyard. Then I'll move 2 because it shares this piece of wall right there. And I zoomed in just so you can see the special ability there. It says bonus round. If you performed a melee attack against a zombie in this room, gain 1 additional move this turn. Well, that's definitely not going to happen because there's not a zombie in this room with us. I will move into the next room and do a melee attack. So we'll move here with the zombie. We have to roll the melee attack die. And we get the result of no additional effect, which is good. That means that zombie is eliminated. Whether we take wounds or not, the zombie will be eliminated. Now I have cleared that store out, which means I can interact with tokens. So we'll interact with that one, and we have found one of the stranded, which means we're successful, and we'll move on to the next area. And the next icon on the track is that blue symbol that has like a shattered vase on it. We have our 2 tokens face down. I mixed them up to where I lost track of which one was which. And now we're going to put them on the entrance of the blue symbol stores. And that is here, Echo Ridge Food Court, and Finish It Hardware. So we'll place one in each of those entrance rooms. The farmer used up all 3 of his moves, so we will now check for noise. The room we're in is the one with the purple door symbol, and his card does not have that symbol. This is a backpack item. Adrenaline. Discard this card on your turn and make up to 2 additional moves. And that'll go into the search area. And we have to spawn zombies in the green stores, which are LTL Hobbies and First Place Sporting Goods. Both of those stores have a zombie in the first room, so we will add one in room number 2 in each of those stores. We'll draw another card for the farmer and put it face down here next to his player. And we'll move over to the janitor. The janitor's special ability: if you kill the last zombie in the store, I will gain 1 ammo. Which way do we want to go? Both of these areas have stranded tokens, and I also have to keep the zombies under control so it doesn't get too crazy. Our other 2 characters went up and down. We need to send him either left or right. I think I'll go this over here to First Place Sporting Goods. So I'll move 1, and then I'll fire at that zombie, causing me to move my ammo token. And that will take this zombie out. And then I will move again, firing a shot off at that zombie, which will take us down 1 more, taking out the last zombie in that store. And because of our ability, if you kill the last zombie in the store, gain an ammo. So that'll put us back at 8. We've only moved twice, but before we move, there's no zombies in the store. We'll reveal that token. That is the syringe or bioweapon symbol. So now we revealed 2. We know it's not dark magic or bioweapon. I don't want to guess yet because there's still 3 possibilities. And I can move 1 more, and I'll move into room adjacent. And because this store is empty, I can use the running ability to gain 1 ammo, taking the janitor back up to 9. The store the janitor is in, First Place Sporting Goods, has the green walkie-talkie symbol on it. We'll check to see if there's noise. No. We have the machete with the orange symbol. If you roll an overkill in a melee attack, you may use the extra move to move up to 2 rooms. Not bad. We'll put the machete there and add 1 zombie in each of the 2 orange stores, which means Horde's Collectibles, which already has 2, will get its 3rd. And so will Amps Electronics. It'll get its 3rd zombie in the store. And then the janitor will get a new card next to his character. Taking us back to the Survivalist, who is up here. Got to move out of that room with the zombie. I don't want to be without a weapon, so I will move into this adjacent room, fire a shot off zombie here in the store with me, not in this one next to me, causing me to expend 1 ammo. That will eliminate the last zombie in that store, which will allow me to interact with that running ability and gain 1 ammo, taking me back up to 9. And since my store is empty, I can pick up this item. So I'm going to take the golf club. It's a melee weapon. If I roll an overkill in a melee attack, instead of moving, you may immediately perform a free ranged attack instead of taking the extra move. This new melee weapon will take the place of my knife. And our survivalist here, pick up the golf club, and he's ready to do some damage to some zombies with that thing. That was only 1 move. He still has 2 more to go. I think it's time to jump on the bike now that this is empty also. So we'll move into this room for our 2nd move. Jump on the motorcycle. May be a little difficult to read sideways, but it says motorcycle. Ride the motorcycle. Take 3 more moves, then end your turn. Afterward, return the motorcycle to this room, leaving your item meeple behind. So this is going to allow us to buzz through these stores and take 3 more moves. And I'm going to move one of those three right here into Finish It hardware. So we'll take the motorcycle, move it into that room. We'll do a melee attack on that zombie and hope for a good result. Well, that's not bad. No additional effects, which means this zombie is taken out, emptying that store. So I'm going to interact with this supply token here, and I'll take that and place it on my character card. And I can use that to strengthen the barricade when I go back to the courtyard. And we're here, so we might as well see if we can help someone that's stranded. Nope. It's the zombie, which will cause me to be overrun, which will cause another wound. And we have to worry about the burglar zombies effect. When a player is overrun, they must perform a drop check. So we're going to roll, and if we roll one of the wound symbols, we must drop one weapon or backpack item. If we roll a damage symbol, the only thing we have is the golf club. Nope, we get to keep our golf club. I have two more moves, and I have to move out of that room with my next move anyway. I'm going to move here into Amps Electronics and do a melee attack on that zombie. Ooh, took 2 wounds. Taking a lot of wounds here. That health token and ammo token are getting closer together. It does take the zombie out. Leaves me with one more move. And I'm going to move here. I want to get out of this area. Back into the courtyard area, which means the motorcycle will go back to where it started. And I'm here in the courtyard now. And when I enter here on my next turn, I'll show you how the supply token works. And I could also use that heal ability there to get rid of some of these wounds. That ends our turn, so we're going to have to check for noise. It's the blue symbol. And it is a pickup item, which means it gets used immediately. Immediately gain 2 ammo, then discard this card. That's really unfortunate. We didn't have any ammo expended, so that's just a wasted card. That was a pickup item, so it's not going to go in any of the stores. If you're here in the courtyard, you can pick which store it goes into, but it just gets discarded. But that blue symbol will spawn zombies. Into the 2 blue stores, we have Echo Ridge Food Court and Finish It Hardware. Both only have 1 zombie each, which means they will add 1 into the second room of each store. And we'll draw another card and put it next to the Survivalist, taking us over to the Farmer, who is down here inside Gamelin World.